Tobias hands it off to Jalen Duren for a jam.
Hey, a moment ago, it was the other way around. It was
Feed to the lane. Lobs to Duren for a dunk.
beautiful. Pistons
90-85 Piston lead. Inside for Jalen Duren and a jam. Wow.
How quickly did Jay Knight
and having opportunities to shoot it or get transition baskets.
Ivy stumbles, gets it off to Duren. Duren just beats the shot clock with a dunk.
Pokes it free. Ivy ahead to Jalen Duren with a step and a dunk. Say that again. Tough to repeat in this game. Hardaway shot no good. Duren on the offensive glass and another stick back. Duren got the mismatch, kept the dribble alive, and another dunk. That's 3 dunks for Jalen Duren. He's getting it at point-blank range, but can't be trading 2s for 3s. Cunningham, lob! Jalen Duren with another flush. The Pistons not going quietly into the night. They got it down to 12, Special K. Dumps it off underneath, gotta get it up! And he does! Jalen Duren with another dunk!
Now that was a good play by
As you got to play him tight. Wow. What a perfect pass by Cade Cunningham and a crushing finish for the 20. Loose ball, Duren hammers it down. Jalen Duren with 8 points. The Pistons have come all the way back.
Bickerstaff to the basket goes Cade. Somebody gets a hand on it, but Jalen Duren gets it back and jams it.
Hey, as long as there's no whistle, Jalen Duren gets the opportunity to
get that off. Here's Duren again using his size. It's just a really tough matchup for Finney-Smith.
It is, and we'll see how much that's on my list.
Ivy lobbing it up. Duren comes down and finishes.
We're talking about running. That's
comes Harris. Harris unable to finish. Duren can. And the lead has been shaved down to 2. Ivy dumps it down. Duren twisting and finishing. Seeking a whistle there. Detroit with numbers the other way, and Duren flushes it down.
We're kind of seeing the same things over and over again.
In the half. Skate into the corner. Ron Holland for 3. In and out. Jalen Duren follows with a flush.
didn't want to disappoint you.
And you got there on the subway. That's amazing. President New York City Mayor gives it up to Jalen Duren. Now Cade takes the handoff. Lobs it to Jalen for a jam. What a play. First to Cade in the middle of the floor. Lobs to Jalen for a jam.
Beautiful. And again, think about it, folks. Get it up quickly.
Ball tapped around. Controlled by Jalen Duren with a jam.
Good heads up. Quick pass that time by Jay Knight. Pistons.
When they back off, lob it inside. Jalen Duren with a jam. What an out-of-bounds play.
Point attempt. Just want to. He got blocked, but Duren
Well, that's not his first two-point attempt
of the season.
Jalen Duren, I mean, it's not his forever.
No.
Time. Good job, Toran, concentrating all the way through it. Oh my goodness.
Play for the answer. Tied at 108.
This dude has a.
Pistons did. They went out and they got some veterans.
Too many from that corner.
Last 6 games shooting 55% from 3 and another
82%.
Yeah.
They are in the right spots. He also noted that his leadership extends to the offensive side of the ball, where he's had to be a connector for the team.
Getting some machinations of some veterans in there. As you see Jalen Duren on the offensive window.
That's another thing. Sar has to pick and
Scott graduated from Thomas A. Edison High School in Alexandria, Virginia. Jaden Ivey making it 13. Duren, watch ahead. Watch ahead.
Did he just switch
left
that?
hand? Yes, he did.
From the right hand
to the left.
Fires it's in and out. Jalen Duren boards it back up and flushes.
Nice to see Jalen Duren.
Cade will drive it, lobs it for Jalen Duren for a jam. The two-hand slam gives Jalen 8. Lobs it deep to Jalen Duren. Nice catch and finish for Jalen. Happy birthday, Jalen. From the floor, here goes Jaden Ivey to the basket, missed it. Flushed on the foul by Jalen Duren. 114 to 105.
And even more makeable now.
Scotty Barnes with a miss for the Raptors. Pistons lob it to Jalen Duren for a jam.
Grizzlies 7 more shot attempts. And Duren punches it. And Jaren took a great look. Defensive great look start to go down. Beasley, Duren. Malik Beasley.
The difference. Got a back screen coming out of that timeout. But you've got somebody with size guarding Cunningham.
Duren catches, and they've got 23 points off Indiana turnovers. And with 3:40 to play, the lead is set. And Duren dunks it home. And they steal the inbounds pass. Duren dunks it.
You and he struck up a nice accord.
I'd like to hear him explain his side. He's a
Cade. Roger JD in a jam. Down went Damian Lillard. Don't look now, but the Pistons have scored 6 in a row. And
discuss defense. Lack thereof. Knicks defense. This is one of the poorest defensive first halves of the season.
Yeah, this is definitely.
As the runner from Ivy, that won't go, but Duren throws it down. Last year, after 24 games, they were 2-22.
Asserting himself now.
Oh, Duren comes crashing in and throws it down. And Tom Thibodeau calls to
just to be in the presence of all these greats, to be around Steve again, it's a tremendous honor, and I really appreciate the Knicks for even putting it
in him this time.
Oh, and Duren gets away and throws it down. And Knicks down double figures again after they
has fought the Knicks off.
Duren goes in, Achua went for the steal. And Duren with 12.
Side to Fontecchio. Simone will drive and scoop it wide. Jalen Duren follows with a flush. Stepping into the shot, missed it. Jalen Duren boards it and flushes it. A dynamite dunk. 5, including 3 for 3 from behind the long line. They're up 17-9. Pistons wear them out inside. A lob to Jalen Duren for a jam. Thompson to the basket, missed it. Flushed on the foul though by Jalen Duren.
That's because Lassar took
it to 6 late in the first half. From the corner, an air ball from Thompson, jammed on the foul by Jalen Duren.
Jalen Duren's cashing in on Lassar Thompson's misses.
Markkanen and Keontae George seem to have collided.
Bypass Isaiah Thomas for most assists in a season. There it is, the alley-oop now to Jalen Duren. Man, these Pistons, I'm telling you. Tobias Harris, the veteran, inside another stuff. Gonna have to put a body on Jalen Duren. And then tipped away from Nurkic. It was Ivy setting up Duren. Hustle by Jaden Ivey. And the Suns turn it over in the backcourt. Another lob feed and another dunk for Duren.
I mean, just the Suns have carried the turnover.
Ivy, offensive rebound. No-look feed to Duren for his 5th dunk of the night.
You know, one of the things, he did bump knees.
Cade Cunningham, a creative assist to Duren for dunk number 6.
Do you get him going without really focusing and calling plays for him, because you don't want to in this offense for Mike Brown.
Oh, Cunningham trying to put Murray on the skates here, finding Duren on. Len trying to meet him at the top, but Jalen Duren, second throw down.
You know, I'm wondering if he's wanting to also see Murray get some extended minutes, as you see the follow there by Jalen Duren off the miss by So you're counting. Jalen Duren connects. Cade Cunningham, nice alley.
16 to 12 as Duren is away.
They got 2 guys back. Joker's trying.
Ahead to Cade. No looks it. Jalen Duren jams. And the Pistons now lead him 17-5.
They're doing everything well offensively.
Tim Hardaway Jr. from the wing for 3. A follow-up flush by Jalen Duren. Wow. He had his hand up in the stratosphere, and then Cade will drive it. Lays it off for Jalen Duren, and another Jalen jam. 57-40.
I'm locked in right here, guys.
And there's a nice lob and a locked-in cam for Jalen Duren. Up the floor, nearly picked off, but Jaden Ivey sets up a slam for Jalen Duren, who has a dozen. Inside for Jalen Duren and a jam.
He is playing well. Just can't just give it to the Magic by way of turnover.
There's a lob and a jam. Yep, Cade to Jalen Duren for the jam. Big time basket. 103-93. 2-0. Jalen Duren bounces to Cade. He'll run up the hook. It won't fall. Jalen Duren rips the rebound away from Williams and stuck. Big time play there. Trims the lead to 10.
You want to get
fight by Cade. Cade to Jalen Duren. Nice dish at the end of that break. He'll rise and fire. It rims away. One-arm rebound. Jalen Duren back up with a two-hand slam. Cade puts it inside to Jalen Duren for a jam. Chauncey Billups hot. Tobias wraps it around to Jalen Duren for a jam. Unselfish play by Tobias. Nice finish. Off the Blazers bench. Inside for Jalen Duren and a jam. Another. Cade uses that muscle to get inside. Missed the hook, but Jalen Duren jammed it back.
Teammates right around those blocks.
And a steal. Duren, get out of the way. Duren rocks the rim.
By Jackson Davis. Keeps it all the way down the lane for a dunk.
How about that?
And that rattled the rim. 2-1 Toronto. Lob deep to Duren for a dunk. Perfect pass by the Pistons star, Cade Thompson. Sees a little daylight. Lobs it to Jalen Duren for a jam.
Nice. Because had he tried to go all the way with it, Asar Thompson.
Glass drives through the lane, bounces in front, and Jalen Duren slams it down.
He slammed it so hard, George, it hit the floor and went out of bounds. They had to find the basketball to take it.
Hardaway inside. Thompson misses the layup, but Duren right there.
Duren averaging 9 points.
Well, Sasser drives, goes inside, pass to Duren. Knicks got caught napping there watching, and Duren stuck behind them.
Sasser tantalizing miss.
Newhart trying to keep up with him. Cade lobs it. Jalen Duren jams it. As a team, they're 5 out of 8 from behind the long line. Cade down the lane. No. Flushed on the foul by Jalen Duren. Cade. Cross court to Asar Thompson. A long three. Won't go through. Jalen Duren with a rebound. Back up and flushed it. He made sure, didn't he?
He had to work hard for it, too.
By Hardaway Jr. to Asar Thompson. Cade cuts to the basket. And nice dish inside to Jalen Duren for a dunk. Tobias deep to Duren for a reverse dunk. 86-71, the Pistons. Cade to the basket, missed on the reverse, but there's Jalen to jam it. 105-90. Jalen Duren works against Richards. To the basket, and he has 7. And the Pistons lead by 4. Beasley gets to the baseline, drops it off nicely for Jalen Duren. And
in a row, Cunningham. Duren dunks it back, and Ime will call a timeout.
Good energy. You got to finish those possessions because what's happening.
Somebody's got to stop Jalen Duren because he has dominated. Thompson. High off the glass, served it to pass to Duren and dunked it back on the weak side.
That's why you want to stay in front of the ball.
Get a little momentum going.
Lob to Duren.
Pass by Cunningham. He commands so much attention.
He got Cunningham. Oh, off the glass. Humiliating dunk to watch Duren come in and clean house.
And here's with the Hawks.
Looks, hooks it up top, and my goodness, what a windmill jam by Jalen Duren.
Duren went to the top of the backboard for that.
And Duren gets a dunk to end it.
Fades away. His jumper is short, stuffed in by Duren. Jalen Duren, he had 7 dunks. Lobs to Duren, who dunks it in. Duren breaks free off the screen. Longer. Duren, big one-handed jam. Good heavens. Jalen Duren.
Of Notre Dame, and the rest is history. Cunningham, he'll find Duren. Duren dunks.
So AC was picked by a team that won 15 games. Forced Detroit to take a tough shot.
Cunningham spins and misses. Duren inside dunks. Plus has been at the Cavs all as these teams start the second half the way they started the ball game. Cunningham looks upstairs and finds Jalen Duren for the dunk to open the second half scoring.
Shout out to Indiana, my second home.
Chris. Thanks, JJ. Thanks, Kelsey. That was terrific news today with Kelsey Mitchell coming back to the Indiana. Leads Indiana with 19. Turner has 11, and McConnell has 14.
You're going to have to make a decision.
Cunningham dumps it inside. Duren.
What they started to do is put Cunningham on the left. Hey, one of the great years that anybody could have in that Western Conference, because I'm telling you, their team you got to deal with.
The lob to Jalen Duren for a jam. Perfect.
I'm sorry the Shock ever left, and it's great that Tom and this group want to bring them back. I know several people are part of that group.
Second comes off to him. Back up, no. Flushed on the follow by Jalen Duren. Tobias doubled on the baseline. Shots off the glass. No. Flushed on the follow by Jalen Duren. On the jump. Saved by Jim Hardaway Jr. A lob inside. Marcus Sasser to Jalen away. Pistons with numbers. The trailer's Jalen Duren for a jam. And the Bulls will take time. In on Vucevic. Kind of pushed him off with the forearm and got away with it and scored it. To Thompson. Cutting to the paint is Tobias, missed the shot. Back up with a dunk back is Jalen Duren.
Yes.
He's going to take away. Malik Beasley behind him to Jalen Duren for a jam. Great setup by Malik. 13. Nice lob to Jalen for a jam.
He caught Vucevic ball watching.
Cade gets two screens. Lobs it. Flush by Jalen Duren.
Just keep counting the assists, folks. It's 33 now.
Hardaway Jr. Here comes Cade. Lob. Duren dunks. Cade was still in. Cade with a pass from Jalen Duren and a screen inside the JD for a jam. Almost went back in again. Jalen Duren with a rebound. Cade gives it back to JD for another jam. Pistons are up 4-2 on the assist. Cade down the lane. Another lob to Jalen Duren. Another JD jam. Comes Cade. Hardaway Jr. Nice lob to Jalen Duren for a jam.
He had a lot of options.
Dumps it deep to Duren for a dunk. Back outside to Cade. Lobs it back to JD for a jam.
And the chemistry.
Dyson Daniels. Lobs to Jalen for another jam. JD was 16.
They're toying.
About. Nice lob to Jalen Duren. And it's 6-5.
You know.
Ahead to Tim Hardaway Jr. Reverses no. Flushed on the follow by Jalen Duren. Pistons playing so much.
Lean heavily on Cade Cunningham.
Cade gets a screen from Duren. Missed the shot. And it's flushed on the follow by Jalen.
Do you go about, there it is. And Duren, we talked about Cade Cunningham and Duren in that pick and roll action where nice look, Duren inside and one.
Against Diabate. Cade with a lob. JD with a jam. Jalen Duren with a rebound. Cade the forecourt. Lob to JD for a jam. And Malik Beasley drives. Puts it up. No. Slammed through by Jalen Duren. This is poking away from Bridges. Osar Thompson behind him to Jalen Duren for a dynamite dunk. Jalen Duren to the basket. Slams it.
This Wednesday night.
Cunningham on target, rebounded by Duren, who seemingly always ends up with double-digit rebounds against. That's what they do a lot of when they're playing well offensively.
Vooch's got
rebound off the Hardaway miss belongs to Star Thompson, and he finds Duren. Thompson kept it alive yet again for another. So quick. Now Duren underneath with the dunk. He's done a lot of that this season.
He's like bullying the sandbox right there.
Insult to injury at this point. Thompson kept it alive for Duren. What a play on an exclamation.
Get off the ground.
And there's Duren. And it's a 9-2 Pistons start, and Mitch Johnson has to call a timeout. That is the point guard, Avery Johnson. And the lob is good by the Pistons. Duren goes up and gets it.
That's, I mean, that's just great chemistry between those guys. They know.
Duren all the way to the rim, and Mitch Johnson has not liked the start to the second half. He's got to call a timeout.
We've been in a little bit of a down cycle.
Jalen Duren. Another lob, and Jalen Duren. A couple of oohs and ahs from the crowd. Duren, another dunk.
That's what you talked about. He's shooting 65% from the field.
He had a wide open shot and didn't take it.
And Duren with authority. Jalen Duren, his first bucket of the Cunningham. On the lob, nobody home on the backside to stop Jalen Duren.
Well, just a
Back to a 4-point game. Duren on the roll. And Detroit.
Star Thompson ahead to Jalen Duren for a jam. He makes sure every time when he's around Jalen Duren. Jalen with a jam.
Nice. Again, same thing with the Clippers. You know, Cade got penetration and he drew Zubats to him.
Duren. Cade lob to Jalen for a jam. Pistons take it away. Jalen Duren ahead of the pack for a stop.
And a nice toss-up if you're Hardaway Jr. It wasn't like Duren was miles ahead of the pack. Maybe a step.
Cade with the basketball for the Pistons. Inside for JD for a jam. Jalen Duren off a feed from a very emotional group of fans. They go down deep to Duren for a dunk. 7-3 Pistons. Swiped by Asar. Deep to Jalen Duren for a dunk.
Nice. Again, Asar to the rescue.
Yes, sir.
You know, his alertness.
Lane, Ron Holland on the run. Lobs it. A jam for JD, Jalen Duren. 47-30 Pistons. Gives it up to Tobias. Pistons go deep to Jalen Duren for a dunk. Yes, they are. Tobias, lob. Jalen Duren with the jam. Assist to Tobias. Jalen Duren down the lane, gets to the rim, throws it down. Count that, baby.
So that's 6 giveaways here in the first. 4 minutes left, first quarter.
Have to play any defense because the offense is kind of self-destructing.
Wide open, came up way short and sends the ball, runs it down.
Yeah, and maybe.
Well, a little play on words, T, but let's be honest. Those Pistons are running full steam tonight. Little high octane, by the way. 75-49. Hardaway the side of the rim, and Sexton pushes the ball at his feet. Inside flip, turn, fire, score.
Okay. Yeah, a little energy coming back in this.
% from the field. Pistons at 52. Duren the punch inside.
Too easy. Two players come together. You're the bottom man.
Up a pass from Draymond Green, and that's the ability right there. Kid Cunningham, he runs the floor and finds Jalen Duren. Great for Draymond. Kane, what a pass. Wow. Nice finish.
Here's Duren who slaps it away. Up the floor, here he comes, chops his steps, and he comes. Two-hand jam.
Stuck his tongue out. There was nobody there to box out.
Cunningham, time running down, and just did get rid of it. Rim high for the jam. Seconds remaining in the half. Cunningham goes to work. Crosses over, hesitates, lobs it up top, and Duren shins himself.
feeding hitter Ausar Thompson. Klingon got a piece of that when it comes off the high glass, but Duren grabs a loose ball away from Simons. Duren comes over to screen. Kamara plays above the screen. Up top, two-man play, and Cunningham couldn't have played it any better. The lob to Duren for a flush.
That's vicious. That's
Tobias with the drive. Running no, slam through by JD. Cade with a lob to JD for a jam. We've seen that before, we'll see it again. A half a dozen for Jalen Duren. Good screen from JD. Cade, another lob inside, a one-hand grab and slam for Jalen Duren. Against Keyshawn George, down the lane, lobs, and Jalen jams. And the Pistons are up 11-3. Malik lobs it, a flush for JD. Jalen Duren jams, and it's a 4-point Washington lead. Up and go dribble by Hardaway Jr. Missed it. A jam back and through by Jalen Duren.
He wants them to play fast because usually when they're
at a 6 from behind the long line. Lob, Cade to Jalen Duren for a one-hand jam. But it's still a 9-point lead for the JD. Batted away, but he got it back after the Sar swat and threw it down. So it's 92-87. It's Cade in front to Jalen Duren. Pump fake and a jam for JD. Won't hear as much about, but look in the defensive stats, you'll see him in plenty of spots. Cade sets up JD for a jam, and it's 5-4.
I think that's going to be there a lot because
against Dort. Cade lobs it to JD for a jam.
And he did that, George, in the face of Shake.
Lobs it inside in the direction of JD, makes the catch and slams it.
That was fortunate for the Pistons because that ball should have been intercepted by OKC.
Don't have to ask him twice. And easy putback. Long rebound. He went for it. Yeah, he went for it.
Oh, man.
Thompson, good breaks and a great pass. Easy one for Duren. With the points in the paint. He's got his second bucket. The lob is a good one. He saw Duren the whole way as he had Cade Cunningham attracted.
There's Beasley. Pocket pass, Duren underneath. He muscled it home. Literally. Defensive team in the league since January 1st. Hardaway, no goaltending. Duren on the cleanup. And Detroit within one. And here's Thompson at the other end. Talked about his suffocating defense. Duren with his offense is impressive. But that's the youth that the Pistons are playing in. You know where the Pistons are going. Cunningham, follow and flush by Duren. And Detroit takes a 1-point advantage. And let's think about
looking for another three. Inside position, Jalen Duren, good rebounder, 8th in the league at over 10 a game. And
here's Simone Fontecchio to the rim, shot won't fall. Jalen Duren back up with a jam. Turns the corner to Malik Beasley, and his triple try won't fall. Duren follows with a flush. 60. Schroeder, inside bounce to Ron Holland, can't score it. Flush though by Jalen Duren. Fires it, won't fall. One tap won't go. JD follows with a fiery flush. Barnes with a miss from downtown. Here's a nice lob from Tobias to Jalen Duren for a jam. Tried to score off the high glass and couldn't. Tobias to forecourt. Lobs to JD for a jam.
Him or playing the Cavaliers.
9-8 Cleveland. Malik Beasley down deep for a dunk to Jalen Duren. This is
the hands of Schroeder. 3-on-1 and the flush plus the foul. Jalen.
That's why little fake pass to the corner, a wide open loss, and if you see Duren right down the paint where he's second in the NBA. And
battle getting into him here. Duren right to the iron with a power slam. He's got 11. Schroeder looks on the inside. And Duren with a slam dunk. He's got 13. Mobo was trying to go for that.
They can't call every foul.
And a slam dunk. Duren, just a power move consistently on the inside. He's got his 4th straight double-double. 5 of the.
You really got to watch your ball around these guys.
Duren right to the iron.
I'm going to tell you, I'm about to jump out here, take my shoes off, and go foul. I'm not going to keep allowing this guy to get all these slam dunks.
Jim Hardaway finds some space inside to JD for a jam. JB Bickerstaff wants his team to rush it up. Assar does. Misses off glass, but there's JD with a jam follow. And the Pistons are up 4-zip. Chua 6'8" and 240. Jalen Duren down the lane. Another dynamite Duren dunk. He has a half a dozen in and out. JD with a rebound. He's going back up and flushing it. That's big time. That's huge.
That's nasty.
No looks it. Inside for Cade. In front for JD and a jam. 64-60. His lead. Cade inside. Finds Assar Thompson too hard on the shot, but jam back and in by JD. The Pistons in a slugfest with the New York
player. Harris won't go, but Duren right there on the follow, his first points.
And they're just...
Cunningham gets away from Anunoby. Alley-oop to Duren. Perfect pass. And this is the largest lead of the game for the
2008. Hardaway can't finish it. Duren the offensive rebound. Major slam for Duren. Pistons. Cunningham floats it to the rim. The #1 alley-oop combo in the NBA works again. Cunningham to Duren for the...
Cunningham gets the screen, gets it off. Duren! It's a 2-point game. Timeout.
Down his fourth.
Cunningham to Duren. Well, they've been running that all second half long.
Look, I'm giving Cade all the credit because clear look by Hardaway.
Three-point play slammed in by Duren. Sets. Spins off Brunson, feeds inside. Duren is there. 4-point game, half-minute.
Couple of careless turnovers by the Pistons early in this game.
Another offensive rebound by Duren. That time he slammed.
It's another there.
Cunningham inside for Duren. And Hart is down. Ball 2:35 to play. Cunningham drives in, talons the block, but Duren is there for the loose change.
And 2 possessions in a row.